You've been looking for love, but are you ready for love? When love shows up, what is it walking into? Ooh-wee. Yes, believe it or not, that is a question I asked a client. And let me tell you, the conversation got deep. What is love walking into? Listen, I know that you got that list of everything that you want in a partner, but are you giving the same in return? Are they getting it too when they step into your world? This isn't about being perfect or completely healed, honey, okay? That's not what this is. Perfection is not what it has to be. And I'm not talking about the obvious list of demands. This is about being prepared for what you asked for. And believe it or not, dating and relationships are preparing you for just that. So let's enter into Love's Bootcamp as we get you prepared for a healthy relationship. Relationships teach you so much about yourself. It's a mirror reflecting to you your level of self-awareness, your emotional healing and growth, especially your communication skills. So let's normalize bringing more positive self-awareness, emotional growth, and communication into relationships, not just expecting the other person to offer it when they ain't getting the same deal in return. If you want them top-tier relationships, you got to be relationship ready. Hey, are you feeling stuck right now, trying to find love, or even stuck in your relationships? Whether you are frustrated trying to find the one or dealing with the one you with, get yourself signed up for a free Level Up Your Love coaching session. Discover what's holding you back so you can find a new way and bring back the fun into dating and in your relationships. The Level Up Your Love starts with you. So click the link in the show notes and sign up for your free session today. Hey, Encourager! Welcome to the Encourage Over Everything show, where each and every single episode is a burst of positivity and insight, especially for you. In the hustle and bustle of life, finding moments of joy and encouragement can be a challenge, and that's where I come in. Our show is all about uplifting your spirits and giving you that much needed boost in life, love, and relationships. Dive into stories of love, conquering all and discovering secrets to a happier, healthier life. Whether you are single, in a relationship, or navigating the complex world of dating, we've got something special for you. Tune in to the Encourage Over Everything show now. Listen, laugh, learn, and let's encourage over everything together. Encourager, I hope this message finds you happy. Can we just have a moment for some happiness right quick? Place your hand to your heart and think about what is making you the most happy right now, and give it a little extra love and attention, because even despite whatever it is that you may be facing, there is still some happiness in your world. So I just want you to just take a moment and just connect to that happiness. Let it know that you are grateful for it being here, no matter what it is that you're going through. And if you are like happy on a level 10 plus, then you for sure gotta give some extra gratitude to that happiness. Yes. We are going to talk about being prepared for a healthy relationship. Truth be told, I spent so long in my dating season, and I really wasn't ready for nobody's relationship. Not a healthy one, at least, because there were some things that I really needed to change. And I know it's not easy to look in the mirror and recognize that there are some things that need to change. It's so much easier to point out all the places that everybody else need to change and what they need to do. But it's not so easy to really take a look in the mirror and recognize, you know what? There's some things here that we can improve these. We can make this better. And I really, really want to start shedding some light on getting ready for healthy relationships. So whether this message finds you singling and mingling, or if it finds you already in a relationship, this conversation is for you, because we all want happy, healthy relationships. But you know what that requires? Happy, healthy people. So let's normalize bringing what it is that we want to have into the space. And having that already set up on your side is exactly what you have control over. So let's keep our focus right there. You got questions, we got answers. I know when I was single, I was always questioning why. I mean, do you know what's holding you back in love? And even if you're in a relationship, do you understand your own love dynamics? Let me help you out. Take the Love Optimizer quiz to get some new insights you can actually use to move forward that puts you in a better position to get the love you want in your life. Click the link in the show notes to take the free quiz today. When was the last time that you really did a self-check and took some time to just reflect on your past experiences, both in relationships and in life, and really just took a look at some of the patterns and behaviors that have contributed to different challenges and conflicts in your past? For me, this showed up in the form of constant complaining. Yes, yo girl, Little Miss, encourage over everything. Used to be a chronic complainer. I had a complaint for everything, and that thing too. And you know what? Nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear constant complaints, because we can all have complaints, but constantly, no. So this is really about taking a look at some of the patterns that we have that we can actually shift and adjust, because constant complaints is not what anybody wants to bring to their partner day in and day out. After a while, it just wears you out. Oh my gosh. So I knew that that was something that I really needed to work on. So this is really a time to do that check-in and get your own level of awareness on where you are with some of the things that have caused conflicts, or just even put a damper on past relationships. It's even an opportunity to explore and make sure that you are clear on what your boundaries are, what your needs are, what your values are. When you are clear on how these things are set up for you, how they operate for you, how they work for you, it is so much easier to have them show up in your relationship and not be a point of contention, because you're just not clear on where you stand with these things. So having self-awareness is everything, because when you aren't aware of your own behaviors, your own patterns, your own values, needs, and boundaries, when you're not clear on you, who else can understand? Who else can come in and have a level of understanding when you don't have a level of understanding? So self-awareness is everything. It is being aware of your own energy, your own vibe, and what you're bringing to the space. And let's normalize bringing maturity to our relationships. Have an understanding of where you are on your emotional healing and growth journey. Because listen, so often we are coming into relationships and we are bringing all of our baggage, honey, all of our things. And you can't just step into a relationship and unpack all of your stuff and expect your partner to know how to pick it up and put it where it needs to go. Like, that just does not work. And yet so often I see people bringing all of their stuff into their relationship and expecting their partner to just love them back to life. Now listen, I am a firm believer that relationships do bring about healing, and relationships can love you back to life. However, relationships cannot carry the full responsibility of loving you completely and loving you into life. There has to be some ownership of you and your own stuff. There has to be ownership of healing your own wounds and unpacking your own baggage so that it doesn't contaminate your relationship now. So really assess where you are on your own emotional healing and growth journey. And don't be ashamed to seek out help. Listen, there have been points in my life where I have had a coach, I have had counselors, and praise God for having the ability to reach out and seek help. Okay, so if you need a therapist, if you need a counselor, if you need a coach, now if you need a coach, I'm your girl. But recognize what level of help you actually need and seek it. We are in the information era, honey. You can find whatever you need. It is right at your fingertips. There is no excuse as to why anyone should be walking around without a complete team that is there to assist you. Just like in a company, how they have a board of directors, we need our own board of directors. You need to have your own doctor. You know, what type of doctors do you need? You should have them on your own board of directors. Do you need a counselor there? Do you need a coach there? Do you need a therapist? Do you need a financial planner? Like, we should all have our own board of directors helping us in the areas of our life where we need a higher level of expertise. Let's normalize having the guidance and the tools and resources that we need to navigate this life, because it is not easy out here in these streets. So make sure that you have the level of assistance that you need to be able to work through things from the past so that those wounds can actually heal and not constantly be bleeding all over the people now who had nothing to do with all of the things that hurt you. So make sure that you are taking the proper steps to heal from your past traumas. Please do not bring all of those things into your relationship and expect your partner to pick them up and package them up in a pretty little bow for you and just have all the answers and fulfill all these needs when you have wounds that are deeper than that. So make sure that you are really taking care of your own emotional well-being and that you are doing your own personal growth to continue to do your healing as needed. Your partner is there to support and love on you, but it is not their responsibility to heal you. They can contribute to your healing, but it is fully your responsibility to heal. So I cannot stress this enough. Please take care of you and really be responsible for your own emotional healing and your growth, because that, my friend, is all you. Everyone else just gets to contribute to it. Come get your mind right and journal with me. Every day I'm in my favorite app, Growth Day, where I do my personal development. Listen, your journal is your best friend who always wants to hear from you to help you reduce stress, declutter your mind, and so many more incredible benefits. In Growth Day, you can journal right on your phone. And that's right, no more taking a physical journal with you on your trips, because you can access it right on your phone or even online. Set your day up right with Mindset Powerful Message every day from none other than the Brendan Burchard and other top thought leaders of our time. This app is packed with so much goodness. It's the #1 personal development tool out there. So make sure you are making self-improvement a way of life. Every day is a great day to grow. So click the link in the show notes to start your free trial now. And being relationship ready would be nothing if we did not talk about communication. It is so important to develop strong communication skills. And sometimes we need a little practice, and sometimes we need a lot. And it is really an ongoing process, learning how to effectively communicate. And I can't tell you enough how important it is to journal. Your journal is your best friend who always wants to hear from you. Your journal is available 24/7, takes no vacations, and has no holidays. And your journal couldn't be more thrilled about it. Your journal loves to hear from you. So use your journal as a way of expressing yourself, working through your thoughts, your feelings, and emotions so that you can have a much higher success rate of actually communicating your thoughts and ideas to your partners. Learning how to express your own needs, thoughts, and feelings is critical to helping your partner to understand your perspective. And if you can do that in a way that they are receptive and use it as an opportunity to learn more about you and the position that you are coming from, this is how you create an environment for more positive communication. So just as important as it is to be able to communicate effectively, it's equally as important to also have active listening skills. And this is your chance to listen with empathy and to listen with grace and kindness towards your partner. Sometimes expressing yourself is extremely difficult, and it's not just difficult to talk about, but it's even difficult to do within our own self. And that's why I stress the importance of using your journal to help activate and get you going and get you clear so that way you can communicate effectively. But it also gives you, and because you have this awareness of how difficult it can be to communicate your thoughts and feelings, it also helps you to have so much more of an understanding of why listening is so important. And this gives you an opportunity to listen to your partner so that they know you are not just listening to hear what they're saying and constantly be preparing for your reply, but it really creates a space where you can be listening to your partner to get to know them more and understanding more of what's made them who they are and understanding their different perspectives and their insights. Communication is such a two-way street. It is about being able to express your own thoughts and ideas, but it's also about being able to listen, truly, truly listen. So listen to understand, not just to be heard. When you can have this level of open and honest dialogue within your communication, this is what facilitates deeper, connected relationships. So don't be afraid to go deep. If you really want to have those soulful, meaningful connections that you ultimately want to have, it's going to require you to open up and be willing to go deeper. You got to be the first. To get you relationship ready, the first relationship that gets you ready is your relationship with you. It all starts with you. It begins with your own self-awareness by doing your own self-reflection to identify the things within you that can have an impact on a relationship that contributes to challenges and conflicts and how you can work through those things. Because listen, You know, the days of that saying, oh, this is just the way that I am, the days of that being accepted are really getting slim. People are not just out here accepting the way that you are. Why? Because change is possible. Change is possible, but only if you are willing to do the changes. And listen, the people in your life who love and care for you, they are not asking you to change out of selfishness. They are asking you to change because they see greatness in you. And they know that what you can be offering at that time is not the greatest that you can offer. There's more. There's higher levels to this. And they know that you're capable of it. So definitely be willing to do your own self-reflection and work on you, because that's who you have control over. So make sure that your self-awareness is on point so that you have the awareness of the things that can improve and also the things that are important to you, your values, needs, and boundaries. And make sure that you have a level of maturity about you. You know what level your emotional healing and growth is at. You have sought out or are seeking out the resources and help that you need to be optimal in all the areas of your life. Make sure that you have what you need to work through your past so those things are not wreaking havoc in your present. We have got to normalize having emotional maturity and growth. So keep doing your work. If you are a regular listening to this podcast, kudos to you, because you are here because you believe in doing the work. So keep doing your work. Keep striving to tap into the best of who you are now as you are architecting the best of who you'll become. And let's not forget them communication skills, that we are not just in a good space to be able to clearly communicate our thoughts, ideas, and our feelings, but also that you are good at being an active listener, that you are listening to understand your partner, that you are listening to understand their perspectives and what's important to them so that you can meet each other on a common ground. So let's normalize using our journal to work through our own thoughts and feelings so that we can clearly communicate them to others. But you already know how important communication is. But when you wrap up all of these things, this puts you in such a healthy relationship space with you. And that's what you end up bringing to all of your other relationships. So now that you've listened to this episode, you have such a better idea of what it truly means to be relationship ready, because we all want those happy, healthy relationships. But of course, encourager, it starts with you. So I hope that you loved this episode. Make sure that you pop on over to Spotify and answer the question or the poll that's attached to this episode, because I love, love, love engaging and hearing from you. And share this episode with someone who you think it would help. Even share it with your partner, okay? Keep that dialogue open. Talk about your thoughts on this episode and ways that you can help improve individually, because the individual person is who you are bringing to your relationship. Relationships are such a gift, and they are constantly showing us and teaching us about ourselves. And the more that we can lean into that and actually use that reflection to help us on our journey of continuous improvement, the more that we can have those deep, meaningful, long-term relationships in that happy, healthy space. All right, encourager, keep doing your work, because together we can encourage over everything. Encourager, Thank you for joining as we explore the power of positivity in overcoming life's obstacles, especially when it comes to love, relationships, and everything in between. We are having that real talk, sharing real experiences, and creating real connections. It's not just a podcast, it's a community of like-minded souls looking to encourage each other in every aspect of life. So don't forget to share the Encourage Over Everything show with friends and loved ones. Let's spread the message of love, hope, and encouragement far and wide. And remember, hit the answer, the poll, or question at the end of each episode for your chance to appear in my IG stories. Stay tuned in. Whether you're looking for encouragement in your personal life, seeking advice on love and relationships, or just need a friendly voice to brighten your day, I got you. Listen, share, and hit that subscribe button to stay updated and uplifted with each episode on the Encourage Over Everything show. Because life's too short for anything less than joy and love. Let's encourage each other over everything. Yes, because together we can encourage over everything.